Hi, it's Brent with Vintage Statements, and today we've got this nice kitchen table top, no legs. So what we're going to do is use some wood, build ourselves some legs, and see how this thing turns out. So follow along as we try to make a full table today. Okay, our first step is we're going to make the tops and the bottoms. We know that's going to be 30 inches. So we've got a couple pieces of lumber here. We're just going to keep chopping it down. I think this is a 92-inch board, so we'll get 3 pieces out of each one. We need a total of 6, so we'll need 2 boards. I got one over here at the saw, all ready to go. So let's begin. Alright, next we would need to work on our risers. So we're going to cut those to 24.5 inches. So let's start. Alright, up next we're going to take our cut boards and we're going to put a 45-degree angle on them. So we've already done it. Got one board to go. Let's begin. Alright, now we have our Craig machine out. We cut our center board 55 inches. We're going to select the better side. Looks like it's that other side. And we're going to drill our marks in here with our Krieger. Alright, here it is kind of laid out. We still got to mark it, get it all measured exactly, square it up, and screw it all together. But overall, looks like it's going to come together pretty well. So let's begin. Alright, we have it all clamped in. We're working on this side first, so we're going to make sure this side stays really nice and square. And then we'll work on that end. So I've already pre-set my screws, so they're already set. Now all I have to do is just drill them in instead of getting them started, then trying to work them in. So it makes the process a little bit faster and easier. Alright, we have our legs on, screwed in. I like this pattern, but let's add a little more flavor to it. Let's put a cross beam in both directions here, give it an X pattern in the middle. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, next, let's cut it. Let's get it put in so we can start sanding. Alright, it is time to start sanding this whole piece down. We're going to sand the whole base. We're going to sand the top because we're actually going to paint it. And then we'll stain the base. So, we got a lot of sanding here. So follow along as we start that process. It's my first day on the job. I forgot to hit the old record button when I stained the base here. So we just did a dark stain for our base. And then what we're going to use is our Dixie Belle cotton. And we're going to also use their Belle brush here. It's going to go on real nice. What we're going to do is we're actually going to scuff it up a little bit, give it a vintage look after we're done. And it should come together pretty well. So follow along as we start with our cotton from Dixie Belle. We've got it painted, but we're going to scuff it up. We want some vintage look to this, so we're going to do the edges a little bit. We're going to give it a little just a scuff. It'll actually give it a nice smooth feel too. And then we'll put a clear coat on it, and we'll get this thing up for sale. Dixie Belle clear coat. We're going to do the entire project here, give it a nice clear coat to it. It'll resist the water on the top here, and well, it'll keep our legs looking good too. So follow along as we use our Dixie Belle brush, our chip brush, and our clear coat flat.
Just coming in to show off the beautiful end piece. The top is Dixie Belle cotton paint color. It's a beautiful white. It's scuffed up and then sealed. Then our legs we built from scratch, from wood, from trees. Then it's a dark stain for the bottom. I think it turned out beautiful. It's a 6-foot table. It would look great in any other apartment or even a home. It's super heavy too. So if you liked this piece, you liked how Brant built the legs, did the top, check out all of our videos on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and let us know what you think. Thanks so much.